I have a problem, and I think I have a solution, but I don't like the solution. So I'm about to do one of the most dangerous things a ham radio operator can do. Ask a bunch of other ham radio operators a question, knowing that I will get 18 billion different opinions. Let me explain. So here's the deal, and obviously these are first world problems, so take this with a grain of salt. But inside this Maxpedition bag is my QMX radio and all the accoutrement to go with it. And I would love, more than anything, to be able to carry my mast with it somehow, right? Like, I can put it in here, but that's kind of dumb, and this has Molly on the back, so I tried putting some Velcro on here to see if maybe I could Velcro the mast like that, but then it's like, you know, who the heck wants to carry that around? That's dumb. So I got to looking on Amazon, and I'm scouring Amazon for bags like this that would have like just a pouch or something on the side, like to be able to just slide the mast in like this would be ideal, and then carry this, and I can hike through the woods with this and have this in one hand, my water bottle in the other hand, and then my camera in a third hand. So the goal is, I don't want to go any bigger than this bag because the QMX is so stinking small. Like, okay, it's like the size of a deck of cards. And this is everything, okay? This is everything I would ever need and then some. So to go, like, I've got a bunch of the sling bags with some of my other radios in them. I don't want to do that because those are so big for such a small radio. I've got the radio, I've got a linked end-fed half-wave, I got the speaker, I got the battery, 2 microphones, power cables, CW key. I got everything, right? But I don't have a way to get the wire up in the tree because I'd have to carry this too, and I don't want to do that. So I then looked in my closet and got my fishing rods out. So I'm like, well, I could just use some fishing string or, you know, monofilament, and with a little sinker on it, throw it over a tree, be done, right? But as I was thinking that, my buddy Dave, KB5UTY, called me. He was in the area, so he stopped by. We had lunch, and he's like, no, you really don't want to use monofilament. He tried it. He got it stuck in a tree. It didn't work, so he suggested the braided fishing line, which I have zero experience with. But he said, you know, it's waxy. It's kind of like, it would be like Arborist throw line. So I go down to my local Academy, which is a sporting goods kind of store, and I picked up some 4-strand braid. I know nothing about braided line. 150 yards, 30-pound test. This was like $11. And then I needed a weight. I looked in my tackle box, and I didn't really have any weights that I would want to throw in a tree. But I found these guys, and these intrigued me because, one, they're 3/4 of an ounce. So hopefully I would be able to throw a 3/4 of an ounce piece of lead. We're going for like 25, 30 feet up, right? And then this braided line is so frickin' thin and lightweight, and I found it in green. So I'm like, could this work? So I could cut like, I don't know, 60 feet of this. And then the idea, so check this thing out. This is like a rubber thing here, okay? That comes out. And then I could put the fishing line in here. And I like this because it's kind of like torpedo shaped, so theoretically it would go through the trees easily. And then I would just always pull it down. I would never pull this weight back up because 100% guarantee it's going to get caught in the tree. So I'm like, could I just put this line in here and then put this little dog bone guy back in? Well, that's too small. The line's too small. But then I realized, okay, this has some little grooves here. So what if we kind of just wrapped this line around a couple times on each side, okay, like this, right? Now we've got some tension on there. I went with 30-pound test, by the way, because if this does get caught in a tree, I can hopefully just break it off. Like, I'm not keen on the idea of throwing wire or line in trees. Like, they don't really care at Huntsville State Park. I pretty much have to do whatever I want there, but I don't want to do it. So now we have a stiff or like a taut line, but if I need to break it, if this gets caught on something, I can break it. The problem is it going to work? Is this going to be enough weight to, one, get up 25 feet or so with a 40 meter end fed half wave? I'm not going for super high height, but can I get this up in a tree? So, and then I have, hold please, thanks to Ryan at Armalock. He sent me some goodies a while ago, and he included these. What else is in here? All kinds of cool stuff. But he included some of these wire winders. So theoretically, we could use this winder to just kind of wind this back up, right? Very, very lightweight. And I could put 60 or so feet on here, throw this over a tree. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But is it going to work? So the dangerous question, remember I said I was going to ask a dangerous question. The dangerous question is this. Do any of you bag aficionados, looking at you, Digital Rancher, know of a bag that will do what I want? I've looked at all the Maxpedition stuff online, can't find it. It's got to be like that size, right? With just a pouch on it. Does it exist? Or is that another thing I need to go to Gigaparts for? Would it even be worth it? Like, would they make a bag for like one guy that has a QMX that wants to do something stupid like I'm doing? So is there a bag that exists? You can't leave links in the description, but you can tell me about them. You can tell me about the model, or you can email me, k8mrd@icloud.com, with a link to whatever the heck you think might work. So in the meantime, I'm just going to roll out 60 feet of this braided line here. And why 60 feet, you might be asking yourself? Because. So now theoretically, we should just be able to wind all this up and have a very compact, yet somewhat strong throw line, right? That's the goal. Yeah, okay. That's not too bad, huh? But can I throw it over a tree? Now for my next trick, we'll do a little proof of concept. So I'm aiming for that branch right there. Let's see if we can do it. What do you think? Is it gonna get stuck in the grass? I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this. So, do a couple little, oh, money. Except that went too far. All right, well, that's proof of concept, but all the fishing string went too far. That's okay. So maybe don't throw with all your might. Maybe this is a terrible idea. There we are. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. See? That's where we got. That's high enough. Beautiful. But now the million-dollar question. Can I do this out in the wild? Let's go to Huntsville State Park. So it's certainly small enough. It fits in here. And I want to reiterate, this is not how I would prefer to do it. So I actually did find a bag on Amazon. It was actually made for a water bottle that looks like it will fit this, and it's got a bunch of pouches and stuff and straps. The goal, ideally, would be to have something like this size that would securely hold my mast, because I firmly believe that a mast is always going to be better than throwing a line in a tree. But here we are, so let's throw a line in a tree. All right, so we're aiming for that branch right there. Let's see if we can do this. Oh. And it's stuck. Oh, there we are. There we are. It's caught on grass. That's too high though. Is it? Is it? Is it? No, you know why? It's actually good, because I can attach the antenna to the loop now here, the end of the antenna. like that. And then I can grab the sinker. Oh, that is so, oh no, that's good. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm liking this. So we can hoist this up, that's good. So before I hoist the wire all the way up there, I've got the feed point just in this little crook here, so if I pull on it too hard, it'll stay in there. So let's see if we can raise this antenna up. Oh, that's perfect. And check this out. So I didn't bring a stake purposely because I don't want to bring anything else that I have to. So when you're out in the wild, you got to figure stuff out, right? So what if we just used nature, wrap this around a couple times, which would help if I was showing you what I was doing. Just wrap this line around this branch a couple times. Okay, don't need much, just some. Okay, and then we should have enough tension that our antenna doesn't fall down. And we do, and we can gather up the rest of our line just like that. So nature is holding the wire. It's going up to there and then all the way over here. And it's not, I know you can't see it, but the wire isn't really drooping. Like, that's actually a really good deployment. And then if I were to actually set up the coax over here, the coax would hang right here, give us a little more tension. That is freaking perfect. So how's that for some hamgenuity, huh? That's pretty cool. And then when we want to take it down, we untangle our fishing line, and the antenna's already coming down. Look at that. Look at that. That's brilliant. I should win the Nobel Peace Prize for ham radio antenna erection. But now we have to take it down kind of backwards because the lead weight is swinging over there. We never want to pull the weight back up because it 100% guarantee will get tangled. So I'm going to unhook the antenna from here and I'm going to drop it, and we're going to pull the line down from the non-weighted side. And theoretically, yep, it's down. We're good. So what do we think? Good idea? The dumbest thing you've ever seen? It certainly solves a problem. Not the way I would like it to do, but until I can find a bag that will secure a mast better, I think this is going to work. Because I really want to take the QMX deep into the woods, hiking. It's so small, it's so light, it's so compact, and I've literally only used it once since the video that I made for this, sitting out here when it got SSB. So let me know in the comments, do you have bags that'll solve the problem, that'll hold a mast, or should I keep using this, or do you have another way of doing it that maybe I haven't even thought of? Leave your comments below or email me links to bags that aren't expensive either. You know, I'm a ham, I'm cheap. K8MRD@iCloud.com. My name is Mike, K8MRD. Thanks so much for watching Ham Radio Tube. We'll see you next time. 73.